This video is about a 5-hour delay at the border. Remember this number, 4265. She's gonna remember this because she messed with the wrong father. I can tell you that now. Thank you for coming back to my channel, guys. This is gonna be the most important video I've ever done. I'm gonna ask you for your favor right now. Please like this video and share this video. Whether you subscribe to my channel or not, I need you to share this video. I don't want any father or any parent to ever go through what I went through the other day with my children when I came to the UK border force. I want the papers to see this. I want the Home Office to see this. I want the border force to see this. And most importantly, I want Officer 4265 to see this video and let her know that what she did to me and my family, totally unacceptable. Watch this video, wherever the link is gonna show up, to watch part 1, because you have to get the context. So let me recap. Let me bring you back to what's going on. So I flew to America to pick up my daughters for their summer vacation. Upon arrival, I was sitting in the line, waiting to go to the border, to the immigration officer. I get to the line, and this is before I hit the border patrol person. Another person comes to me and taps me on my shoulder. Normally I don't talk at all, but I had my children with me. So I wanted to make a good example, not be so standoffish, as a way to say. So he opens this conversation with me, and he's being all nice and polite, and how was the flight, and talking to the girls and talking to me. And he asked me for my documents, my passport and stuff. So I handed it to him, and I may let loose a statement, something really simple, kind of like, you know, I would love for my girls to stay here. Like, I think I might have said, hopefully to stay, because he asked, what's your purpose here? And I was just letting loose a simple conversation, like how aspirational it would be to have my children stay here forever. But as soon as I said that, he stopped. And what did he do? He barged off to the back room with my papers. And I said, hey, is everything okay? He says, hold tight. Comes back and says, go wait over here. Sends us to this holding area that's still in front of the hall down in London Heathrow, and has a sticker. I said, is there a problem? He says, there might be. And I'm like, huh? How could there be a problem? And we're there for 45 minutes, 1 hour at least. This is coming after a 9-10 hour flight from LA to London Heathrow. We're sat there waiting an hour. Now here comes Officer 4265, comes to me and asks me a couple questions about the girls. Where do they live? How did I get, how do I have them? What's my relation to them, etc., etc. And I tell him, I'm the father. I said, we've just flown from Los Angeles to London Heathrow. They're here for their summer vacation. Right off the bat, I tell her that. We're here for the summer vacation. She then gets to telling me this. This is what she says. She says, I'm gonna give you 2 options. Option 1, I'm not gonna let the girls in, and you can voluntarily remove all 3 of you from the border, fly back to America, and get a visa to allow the girls to come in. I'm thinking, what? I start shaking. I drop to my knees. This officer tells me that you're bringing these girls in here to live. I go to, and I tell her immediately, hold on, he's misrepresenting what I was saying, why I said it, and most importantly, the context of what I was saying. The context. Here I am thinking I was having some chat with the guy who was having pleasantries, was just gonna get into the fact that they're here for vacation. He runs with that and assumes that I am going to overstay with my children and keep them here in the UK. Now I know what you're thinking. Carl, that doesn't sound too bad. An hour delay, who cares? I wouldn't have cared about an hour delay because this is easy to fix. Here's the return ticket. She asked, can I see the return ticket? So I pull it out. Boom. Here's the girl's return ticket. Not only do I have the girl's return ticket, it's my return ticket to fly from LA back. Because you have to remember, I had to go get them. That's why you have to watch the first video to get context. She gives me the second option. You can come in because I have indefinite leave to remain. But the girls will be arrested and we will deport them. So do I even have a second option? Neither option. I'm sitting there going, how about option 3? You let us come in for 5 hours delay at the border. So we tried clearing this thing up. I've already told you I dropped to my knees. I'm begging them, let us in. They're like, nope, we're not gonna let you in. You can go right now, voluntarily remove yourself from this border. We'll take you over there and you can go rearrange your ticket back to America. Here I am thinking, no way I'm gonna get the girl's mother to agree to have a visa for them to come here. Impossible. She was telling me that they were gonna be banned from ever coming to live here or entering in the UK without a visa until the age of 18. She's asking me, are you their father? Prove that you're their father. Prove that you are their father. Do you have a letter of authorization from the mother? What? A letter of authorization from the mother. As if us fathers are second fiddle to the mother. And this is what this lady was stuck on. She was stuck on, get a letter of authorization from the mother, as if I'm gonna do that. But I have a court order, guys. I showed her that court order that showed her that I have 50-50 legal custody of my children. She asked for the phone number to the mother. I give her that. She wanted me to email her the custody order. I did that. I had passports for the girls, which has their ID, which you can verify with their picture, and had the custody order that said their names, my name, and the mother's name. Wasn't good enough. But they called the mother. The mother verified, yes, he's traveling with the girls for summer vacation and he's going to return the children. But guys, you thinking, you making a video over that? If that was the case, I wouldn't have stopped. I wouldn't have made a video over this little altercation. No, that's not why I'm naming Officer 4265 over and over and over again. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably sitting there thinking like what my neighbors were thinking. How racism. But Officer 4265 was a black lady. I begged the officer, please read the email between me and the mother. We have a very contentious relationship. Not because I want it that way, but that's just the way it is. I beg him to read it. He does read it. They walk away. They go reconsider their options. At this point, I'm thinking, they're probably gonna admit us. They come back. They say, I need to run some more checks. I'm like, what more checks do you need to run? You've talked to the mother. You've seen the passports. You've seen the court order. You've seen all of this stuff. Do you know they kept us there? Mind you, the time that's passed is about 2 hours now, guys. What Officer 4265 did, what makes it so egregious and outrageous that everybody should be upset, not only just because you might be a parent traveling with your child without the other parent, which you have every legal right to do. I don't mind the spot check here for child trafficking and stuff like that. That stuff, this is something that should have been done with 30 minutes. 30 minutes. You can check this information. She's like, well, you guys have the same last name, but that doesn't make you the father. What? They're calling me daddy. You see them interacting with me. They're asking, why are we still here? Going on and on and on. But guys, it gets even worse than this. She tells me, I'm gonna keep running some checks. I got one more check to run. So I'm like, what checks could you be running? We're at like hour 4 now. They come back. Wait right there. The guy asked me, the original officer comes back to me and asks me, can I have your phone number? I give him my phone number. I say, yeah, no problem. Here it is. Takes it. I say, hey, is everything okay? Are we gonna be able to go? They're like, I can't tell you that right now. I'm not sure. And this is 4 hours in. This is after talking to the mother, after getting the passports, after getting the court order. All of these things that I provided with them still have not let us in. And I'm going, well, what is the checks? Well, after the 5th hour, they finally let us in. I was just collecting the girls to go take them to go use the restroom. I could see them stamping the passports. I said, they're letting us in. So they let us in. And I'm standing there, and the lady, Officer 4265, is standing there telling me I should take heed. I should be on a plane going back to America with these girls and not be admitted. All because they were stuck on stupid on a statement that I made, which is taken way out of context, which was just small talk talking to this original person. And they stuck on that. But you might be thinking, no way they kept you there for 5 hours for that. What they kept saying for the next 3 hours, right? After 2 hours of looking for this validation of the mother, the court order, and all this other stuff, they keep coming back to me telling me, we're worried about the children. We're worried about the children. Would you believe they use the pretext of me dropping to my knees, begging them not to deport us back to America as the overarching reason for why they're concerned with the children, with my ability to watch the children? Wasn't like I was yelling. Wasn't like I was doing this for 3 hours. I did this for like 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Maybe, let's be clear. I wasn't on my knees for 2 minutes. I was on my knees for like 10 seconds. Okay? But I was worried for the whole time. But I wasn't yelling and acting a fool. Let's be clear on that. But what this lady do? Turns out after they let us go, we have to drive from London Heathrow back up to the East Midlands. For those that know the East Midlands, I get to around Birmingham. I get to the M6, M42 right there. For some reason that night, there was a ton of traffic. It's about 11 o'clock at night at this point in time. We landed at 3, maybe 4. Okay? It's like 11 o'clock. Guess who calls me? Why do you think they wanted my phone number? Child Protective Services was calling me. They used me dropping to my knees because I didn't want my children to go back to America after I didn't fought for years, several times with this mother to get these girls. After I didn't pay all this money to fly and go get them, to bring them back, to fight with the mother and have to change the flights. They used me dropping to my knees, begging them to say that I'm unable to parent my children for a moment of sheer panic. Do you know how offensive that is? Do you know how upsetting that is? It's absurd. No parent on earth, when traveling with their children, should have to go through such horrors. Officer 4265, you are out of order. What I'm going to do, make sure on this video, I'm going to show you the complaint that I have filed. It's very long and wordy. It goes into way more detail than I can get to on this video, or this video would be way too long and nobody would get to the end of it. Because I can make it clear to them that I am going to pursue every legal aspect there is to make sure no father, no mother ever has to go through what me and my family went through. Let's not forget, you told me to my face that who would a judge believe, me or this sworn officer? And I kept telling you to your face that he's taking my words out of context. Because when you asked me why we were here, the exact words I said was vacation. Anybody you talked to told you vacation. And then for you to use the force of the government, shame on you as a black woman, as a Border Force patrol person. You should be stripped of that job. You do not deserve that job.